Yeah. Is my mic on? Yeah. Hi. What's up? I wasn't really planning on coming live, but here I am. I was actually recording some videos, and then I was already set up. Basically, I was set up to film anyway, so I was like, okay, lovely. And then I'm gonna put the question up. So the question of today is, will I be a chef for the rest of my life? Subscribe and let's talk. All right. 1 second. I don't know why it's not allowing me. Hold on. Sub and will. Okay. Hi. Hello, Jay. What's up? What's up? What's up? I was just fixing my thingy. I finally finished the space. I don't even think the question thing is gonna help because it's covering some of my stuff. So I'm gonna have to maybe put it in. No, I can't put it there. Maybe there? I don't know. All right, we'll just keep it right there. Okay, is it too small? Hold on. Okay, so I hope you guys are having a good night. I hope it's not noisy in the background because my fan decided that it's gonna make noise when I decided to stream, but that's okay. But yeah, as I was saying before, I wasn't really planning on streaming, but I was recording. Nah, I'm retiring early. Okay. What age would you be retiring though? And then if you're gonna retire, what is your next option? What else are you good at? I think the thing with me, that's the thing with me. With me, I don't think I was really good at anything else, to be honest, growing up. That's why I even went the chef route, because in high school, I went to an all-girls school, by the way. In high school, you kind of have to choose between clothing and textile and cooking. So I chose cooking because I didn't like sewing. So I was like, okay, what else am I good at? I wanted to be a meteorologist when I was younger, and then I used to love the stars and planets, so I thought I was gonna do astronauts. So what is your skills? I think I'm pretty decent at video editing. I'm a decent enough cook. I feel like I'm a very good writer because I did very well in like my literature exams and stuff in high school. So I think I'm very good with articulating myself on paper. So I could be a writer. I'm not sure. All I know is that anything that I do, I'm pretty good at it after a while because I usually put a lot of work in. So I don't think I'll have an issue really switching to another field, because even when I was at the call center, I did pretty well. Right, I got an award for like most outstanding employee, and that was like after I left. I got 2 awards actually, and I hated the call center. So even when I wasn't a big fan of the job, I'm not the type of person to let my feelings interfere with the quality of my work. Because you hear what I said, I didn't love the call center that much, and I got 2 awards for employee skill. Granted, a lot of people quit, but if I wasn't in the top set of people when those people left, I wouldn't have gotten those awards, right? Probably go into retail, buying and selling. Okay. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. I'm almost 30. I don't think I can keep this up into my 50s, even though I have coworkers that are close to their 50s. And then my head chef is in his older age, but he's like the head chef. He does the orders, he does the scheduling, he does the planning and coordinating of like certain training, redoing the menus. Maybe I'll do something like that. I feel like I'm pretty good with brainstorming sometimes, but I don't feel like I'm reading enough or watching enough of the food content that I used to watch. I used to watch a lot of food content on Food Network, Dinah's Driving and Dives, Master Chef. I used to be a real Food Network junkie, and then after a while I just stopped watching a lot of that content. But Joshua, what kind of job do you do now, and do you feel like you're going to be in that job forever? And then Jay, what do you think you're gonna do? At while chef work damages your body, I've seen the first hand and it's not pretty. That's true. That's true. After a while, the chef work does damage your body. That's true. Because my feet are more sensitive than they used to be. Sometimes I'll have random back pains. Sometimes I get very exhausted because, you know, with chef work is like 8 to 12-hour days, depending on the day, right? Sometimes you get called in when somebody else gets sick. So very, very long days, especially when I was working abroad. I was working like 12-hour days, 5 to 6 days a week, right? Some weeks I used to work 70 hours because that's just the nature of the job, you know? You're dealing with like 300 people for breakfast, 300 people for lunch, 300 people for dinner. And it's a full team and everybody has to be there for at least 10 to 12 hours, ensuring that everybody's fed, everything goes well, you know? Yeah, you're right, especially when OT. Yes. When you do a lot of overtime, it does get to you. And it feels like the 2 days off that you get is not enough most of the time. I think the thing that keeps me from stressing out, which I've always noticed, I started being more consistent with working out. Whenever I work out or whenever I walk or jog or do any form of exercise, it regulates my stress levels. So I get better sleep, that's 1. I'm not as stressed as I used to be, that's 2. I feel like I handle things out better as well, even though I can be very testy. I'm not gonna lie. I get irritated easily nowadays. But I don't really take things too personally. If I do that, then mega mad out, Zine. So a lot of people think that I take a lot of things personally. I really don't. I really don't. After I clock out and head out of that building, nothing else really matters, to be honest, until I'm back into that building again. So once I leave that building, it's home time. I don't need to be focusing on what's happening in the building. Only thing I need to focus on is when the new schedule comes out and if my days off have changed. That's it. If I have something to do and my days off have changed, I have to rearrange. But other than that, it's not really a big issue for me, right? But one of my coworkers asked me the other day, right, would I be a chef for the rest of my life? And I never really thought about it because it was the only thing that I was actually pretty good at. Actually, again, let me introduce myself if you're new. Hi, my name is age5. I do commentary, cooking, and vlogs on my YouTube channel. I have over 500 videos on my YouTube channel currently. So if you are interested in any of my content, you can go ahead and like the live as well as to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. If you're interested in my content, you can go ahead and do so. Thanks. Do you have a good resume? I think so. I think so. I think I started working a little later, actually. Well, I started university when I was 18, and then I got my first like work and travel job when I was 19. So I've been working for about 10 years on and off. So I had my first work and travel job was when I was in Wisconsin. I worked at a steakhouse, but I was doing cold prep. And then I was working at a pizza place as well. Then after that, I had to stay back in Jamaica because my grades weren't the best in second year of university. I'm not gonna lie, my grades weren't the best. So I had to sit out 1 year of work and travel. Now I worked as a server that summer. I worked at weddings and small events and at the restaurant at my school as a server for that summer. And then I worked with a private company as well. Do you have other skills other than cooking? I think so. Well, yeah, I like I was saying before, at one point I used to work at a call center. I used to do serving. as well. I used to work at an amusement park as well. I was in a restaurant, yes, but I used to have to work the cash registers, especially as when I used to work at the pizza place. I was a telephone operator as well, so I used to take orders from customers and everything. So I'm kind of decent with documentation to an extent. If it's not time sensitive, I'm decent with like documentation. I don't like, for somebody who like her mother does IT and AI and stuff like that, I don't like things that has to do with computers. I feel like it's very complicated. Anything with like data and Excel, not a fan. I'm okay with Word. I don't really like database stuff either. But I feel like that's the aim for myself now going into my 30s. I want to go back to school. Well, I want to go back to trade school actually and see if I can get some more skills, right? Mo, it's not so bad. Really? Wait, no, but for real. When you say it's not so bad, what do you mean? Oh, in terms of coding? Oh, you like skills? No, I'm not good with coding. I'm very bad with coding. I can do video editing. Like, I'm decent enough with video editing for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I started learning Excel, but I'm not very good at it, so I stay away from Excel. I did an Excel training at my last job actually. They did level 1 and level 2. Level 1 was okay. I can kind of understand what's going on with Excel to an extent. I can create a table. I can create a pie chart. Yeah, when it comes to the functions and the formulas, no, not very good at that. But I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay with computers. I'm not the best. I know what I can do. I'm good at what I can do on computers. So if I'm streaming, I'm good with OBS. I taught myself how to use OBS during COVID. So I know how to kind of use it in a way, like to add my stream things in it. Like, I learned how to use Canva as well. So I use Canva to make like my thumbnails. I use Canva to improve my streams, stuff like that, right? So I'm pretty decent with money. I think I'm pretty decent with money because I didn't do that bad in what course did you get? Okay, so what are you talking, like in college? What courses I did in college, or what courses I want to do? All right, so the courses I did in college, I have a degree for culinary arts and management. So I did 5 levels of accounting. Yeah, so I did 5 levels of accounting. I did marketing. I did pastry 1 and 2. I did culinary 1 and 2. I did food photography and writing and food styling. I didn't do bartending because my course didn't include bartending, which is something I want to actually go back to learn to do. Even though I don't drink anymore or as often, I would love to know how to make a good drink if I need to. Like, if I entertain people or if I want to go into bartending, because look at me, I'm not bad looking. I must can make a money. Me must can make a money as a bartender. Honestly, me not ugly. Me can do a one. Hey there, Joseph. Can I get you a drink? You can make your own stand or self-employed. Yes, I was thinking of starting my own business, but that takes out the logistics. I did Untrap actually. So if I needed to make a plan, if I need to make a business plan, I could possibly, but I haven't done it in a while, so I have no idea how to do it now, to be honest. I do have the old documents from when I did this in college, but I don't know if I'm able to do that again. The thing with me, I have the skills, I just have not been using them. So I feel like once I get back into using the skills, it's kind of like a muscle memory kind of thing. Maybe I'll get back into it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't think I'll be a chef for the rest of my life. I don't think so. I love it. I really don't. I love cooking. I love, where, thank you, people. If you're gonna subscribe, you have to tell me. so we can sing the subscriber song. Come on, guys. New subscribers in the chat. Hold on, man. I gotta get the DJ horns going. New subscribers in the chat. New subscribers in the chat. Hey. Okay. Thank you guys for subscribing. Much appreciated. Can you sing? I can hold a note, I believe. All right. Oh yeah, subscriber song. Hold on. I need to warm up. Hold on. Let me warm up. Give me a second. We are the champions, my friends. Boom. We keep on fighting to the end. Boom. We are the champion. I'm an extrovert on camera and in some settings. I'm actually very introverted when I'm by myself. We are the champions. High note. Come again. We are the champions. Those are the losers, but we are the champions of the world. Okay. Ow. Okay. I haven't sang with this mic on actually. Try to sound like Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna steal the Krabby Patty formula. That's okay. That's fine. Other people like the singing, and I'm definitely gonna keep my day job. YouTube doesn't pay me. Once YouTube pays me, then I'll start singing for spare change. Oh, spare change. My day job paid for this mic, people. I kind of have to keep the day job. That's why I haven't left that job as yet. But I'm joking. I don't mind. Hello, beautiful. You are a singer, by the way. Watching from South Africa. Why does everybody come from South Africa? Wow, that's great. I have so many people from South Africa following me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Oh, you're good at public speaking? I'm terrible at public speaking, actually. I think the thing is, because I started streaming on Twitch and I was talking to myself for so long, right? I feel like I got used to speaking to the camera after a while as well. So I was doing it on Twitch for a while without a camera. So I got used to talking to myself. Even if people weren't here, I got used to talking to myself, right? You're obviously not a singer. What is your day job? I'm a chef by profession. I work in a restaurant, in a hotel. Yeah, so if you look at my page, I have a couple of my cooking videos. What did you plan to be? Why did you plan to be a YouTuber? Well, I was always obsessed with YouTube from when I was like a teenager, right? Because, you know, as a big anime fan, we never have all of the anime websites. We had to watch anime upside down, in the corner of a screen, random part 64. We didn't even know which episode it was. So I used to watch anime on YouTube, and I used to watch AMVs on YouTube as well. And then I used to watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I was like, hey, why can't I do that myself, right? And because what I do is pretty niche, because I love anime, love K-pop, love cooking, love vlogs. A lot of people, yeah, today's my day off. I have work tomorrow, right? So a lot of people weren't really interested in that kind of niche. So I had limited myself to Jamaica, right? Not knowing that maybe there are other people in other countries who would love to see my content. And then there are people in my actual real life, right? Sometimes they said I was extra, I was too much. My personality needs, like, it has a time and place. Like, I feel like those kind of things will make you insecure after a while. And I won't lie, I was kind of insecure about it initially. But I have a friend, and he was the type of person that like he was a no BS kind of person. And then I was also the type of person when I was a teenager, I never really cared about what other people thought about me, right? So I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna waste my life thinking about people thinking about me? I don't remember what the saying is. To how often you think people are thinking about you, you'd be surprised how seldomly they do. Meaning that you think a lot of people are watching what you're doing, but they actually don't care. People actually don't care. As long as you're on their same level, they don't really care. But once you're doing better than them, or you're doing something that they never thought that you would be able to do, or if they see that you're succeeding in other things, or if you're able to be outside of your box, basically, a lot of people end up not liking you for that. Or a lot of people will feel inferior towards you because they're not able to do what you are doing. So I started YouTube in 2020, I believe. Started YouTube in 2020, was consistent, was streaming on Twitch. I stopped YouTube after I got an international job. The place that I was working did not have good Wi-Fi, right? The place that I was working didn't have good Wi-Fi, so I had to stop streaming and I had to stop making YouTube videos, right? This was before I started editing on my phone. I thought I needed my computer. If I don't have my computer to do the best edits, or if I don't have the computer to do certain things, I wouldn't upload a video, right? So I feel that kind of inconsistency slowed me down because I feel like I was doing well because I had 350, I believe, subscribers, right? For 4 years, after posting one video like every 3 months, and then every 4 months I come back, I'm back, guys, I'm gonna post more consistently. I feel like I should post more consistently. I used to do it like every 4 months, and it was ridiculous. I thought that if I posted that one video, it's just gonna go viral and everybody gonna watch my video. That's not the case, right? So you have to be consistent. And then I started being consistent in January this year, and within the space of about 4 to 5 months, I got 1,000 subscribers just from being consistent. I started live streaming more. I started posting shorts every day. I started editing my videos on my phone. I recorded my videos on my phone, edited on my phone. I started writing scripts on my phone instead of just sitting down and talking randomly with my video ideas. I started writing them down. I started brainstorming more. And I legit just started talking to the camera more and just interacting with the chat. And over a period of time, I started to build more confidence, and I started to see that, hey, content creation is hard, but it's fun, right? This year I found my passion again in terms of like picking this hobby back up again, in terms of realizing that I actually really love making videos, and I actually really love creating content. And I feel like in the Jamaican space, everybody's making the same kind of content. Everybody's doing comedy, everybody's doing get ready with me's, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody's doing luxury shopping hauls and all that kind of a thing. There's a time and place for it, and there's an audience for it as well. Don't get me wrong, if you're making your content and people are watching it, no problem. But I feel like there's a diversity problem. I feel like there's a huge diversity problem in the Jamaican YouTube creator space. I feel like if you're a woman, they kind of want you to go more into the makeup, get ready with me, luxury haul, spend the day with me kind of vibe, which is good. I like seeing the girls doing all of that, and the food reviews. I like watching the food reviews as well. But I feel like some of the content is a little forced. I feel like they're trying a little hard, which I can completely understand. I was kind of like that before as well. So I'm not knocking anybody based off of what they're doing. I used to make those same mistakes too. I used to do that as well. I'm no better than anybody else, right? But I feel like we need a little more diversity in the community in terms of content creation, right? And I feel like I'm going to make a video about this as well. I feel like all the things that are niche, they're starting to be gate kept, right? So if you see a certain set of influencers, is like those are the only influencers brands are going to use ever, right? It just feels like in Jamaica, it's like content creation shouldn't feel classist, but it kind of does, right? In terms of it just feels like a certain set of the population gets the brand deals, even though you have some people who really won't be appropriate for any sort of branding, because some of them carry themselves in such a way. They talk about them baby mother, talk about them baby father, them get beat up by people, they're fighting people online, they're doing all of the extracurricular things online, right? So because of that kind of a thing, it ruins their reputation, so it kind of limits their ability to be in the more prestige content creator spaces. But content creation is for everybody. I don't feel like it should be limited to a certain class system, but it kind of feels like it's getting that way. Feels like it's getting that way in Jamaica in terms of yeah, it feels very classist. The content creator space in Jamaica feels very classist, and I don't know if it's going to change anytime soon, because content creation was just a job that everybody looked down upon, and now everybody wants to do it. I think Ton Travels was talking about it the other day. She used to be so insecure about being a content creator, right? She said she felt so insecure being a content creator. That's Ton Travels, right? And then now she see everybody and their mother doing it, which I found interesting as well. I noticed that as well. So shout out to Ton Travels. I noticed it as well, that a lot of people are starting to become content creators, even though creative jobs were looked down upon a few years ago. Right? Even when iShowSpeed came to Jamaica the other day, a lot of people didn't know exactly who he was, but they knew the impact that he had. He has over 53.7 million subscribers on YouTube, and then he has another set of millions of subscribers on Instagram. So all of the creative jobs that were looked down upon are now the creme de la creme. There are now the jobs everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to leave their 9 to 5 to become a content creator. And I don't feel like everybody is going to be able to do so. I feel like you have to have a certain personality, and you have to give off a certain air to yourself to be successful at content creation. Yes, you can put yourself out there, definitely, but not a lot of personalities translate well online. I'd never thought that my personality was the type of personality to translate online very well, but a lot of people seem to like when I make content, so I'm assuming my personality translates well on camera. It kind of helps that I'm pretty too. Not gonna lie, it kind of helps. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people's personalities don't really translate well online, and I feel like a lot of people need to find themselves a little bit more, find their niche, find their community, you know, get comfortable in who they are as people. Because if you're not comfortable in yourself, it's going to show in your content. It's going to show that you're trying to force yourself to be someone that you're not. Because at the beginning of my content journey, right, I used to say, oh, I need to have the best audio. This needs to be a certain way, and I need to edit this video a certain way. And if it doesn't look like this, then nobody's going to watch it. And it gets into I feel like that's how society is. It gets to like a perfectionist level that nobody can really keep up with, because your real self is going to show eventually. And with me, this is like the real me. I'm extra. I love anime. I love K-pop. Like, it's all over my place. Like, I have it on my all of this. And then in like the Jamaican space, anime is now finally being accepted as an outward thing to like, because I know a lot of people love anime, but they have to be low key in Jamaica, because Jamaica is just a society. If you're not like everybody else, you're ostracized. That's how it is. Jamaica is just a society where if you're not like everybody else, you get ostracized for it. You get othered. You get put to the side. If you don't like dancehall, if you don't like certain artists, if you don't go certain places, if you don't do certain things, if you weren't doing certain things when you were a child growing up, you would get othered and you'd get ostracized, just because it's not like you were going through the genuine Jamaican experience. Or if you never struggled, then you don't know nothing about life. Or I heard somebody talk about the other day, like, people are obsessed with the struggle mentality, and me not do that. I'm sorry. When you can't go struggle by fun yourself, me not do it. I don't need to struggle. Why do I need to struggle? God too good. Life too great. I have a decent enough job where it funds my hobbies. Look at that. I have manga. I went to a K-pop concert one time. I drew my own play button. I have a One Piece 3D print, and I bought a K-pop album. Like, it's some of the simple things. I don't have to do anything big, you know? I don't have to do anything big. I don't have to do anything extra. I can just use my money for what I want, use my adulthood freedom for what I want. So if I don't want to go to a club, or I don't want to go to a strip club, or I don't want to go to a party, I can just stay in my house and chill. I can stay in my house and sleep. I can stay in my house and do what I want. Like, I don't feel like because I'm an adult, I have to be outside doing what everybody else is doing. I enjoy being at home. I don't watch anime as much as I used to, but I want to get back into it. Same thing with gaming. I want to get back into some newer hobbies. Like, now I'm starting to stream again and starting to make YouTube videos again. I started coloring again the other day. I'm trying to get back into reading. I feel like if you have enough hobbies and you're productive enough, you focus on your family, you focus on God, you focus on yourself, you will be fine. You'll be fine. I feel like a lot of people are overthinking life. As a chronic overthinker, I feel like everybody's overthinking life. Honestly. And that's coming from a chronic overthinker. I feel like life is that serious, but it's not that serious, you know? Maybe I'm talking from a place of privilege. Some people don't know where the next meal is coming from. Some people don't know where they're going to get them next money to pay them rent. I was blessed enough to live in a household that prioritized education and not being a croft, right? So I was able to start working. I started working when I was in America for a while. I had like 2-3 jobs. At one point I had 4. So I've been a workaholic since I was like 18, 19. So I don't really know how to be a croft. I'm sorry. When I say some people sit down in them yard doing nothing, I just don't know how to be a croft. I just don't know how to be a croft, because I've just been the type of person to always have a job, regardless of if I like it or not. I worked at a call center. I've worked in restaurants. I've worked taking garbage off of lawns. I've worked at Subway. I've worked at an amusement park. I've worked at several restaurants. I worked as a server, both at a restaurant and freelance. Like, I just don't know how to be a croft. I used to teach English online during the pandemic when there were no outside jobs. I just always have to be doing something. I just can't not be doing something. It's very strange for me. And then when I didn't have the job at the time, I was trying to focus on like streaming on Twitch and making YouTube videos. I just like being productive doing something. I just like having my hands on something, to just be doing something. I don't like feeling like I don't have anything to do, which can become stressful after a while. If you new subscriber in the chat, oh, stop now, man. Sorry, I didn't realize there was a new subscriber in the chat. One second. Hold on. Stay with me now. Stay with me. I got to get the horns going. All right. New subscriber in the chat. Hey. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. But yeah, and that's why I feel like I'm going to be okay if I'm not a chef forever. Because I know I'll find something else to do. I just don't know what it is. I've only really known how to be a chef. I mean, it scares me sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Although I've worked at a call center, I've served before. I was a part of a cleanup crew at one point. I worked at an amusement park. I've worked at other restaurants. I worked at a gas station. So I feel like if I put my mind to something, I can be good at it. And I'm the type of person that even if I'm out of a job, I save so aggressively that I don't really need to worry. Like, I save, I put on money, I try to look into investments, all different sides all different facets I try to look at, because you never know when you'll be out of a job. Your job can just get up one day and fire you. You need to have some sort of savings, some sort of investment. Your job can get rid of you at any time. Them can just feel like one day them want to downsize, them just cut your schedule, and then just cut you. You need to save as much as you can. Your job will get rid of you if they want. It's not a guarantee that you will be at that job forever. And that is why I'm trying to save as much as possible. I'm trying to do as much as I can, because they can get rid of you at any time. It's not their prerogative to keep you there. They can just get rid of you whenever they feel like it. So whatever you do, don't get too comfortable. I feel like I'm a little guilty of that, because I've been in this job for almost 2 years, so I'm starting to get a little comfortable. So I feel like I'm not growing, even though I learn new things from like my coworkers and my head chef and my lead cook. I feel like I learn stuff from them every single day, which is good. I don't feel as stagnant, but I don't feel like I'm growing as fast either. I'm about to be 30. You know, when you're in your 20s, you're like, I have my whole life ahead of me, right? But I'm going into my 30s now, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna do in terms of getting a house, getting a car, starting a career. Maybe, well, I have a career now, but like deciding if I'm gonna start my own business or if I'm gonna switch careers. Well, people go back to school in their 60s, so I do have time, but I don't want to get so comfortable to feel like I have unlimited time. You know what I mean? I have time, but I don't have time. So I don't want to get too comfortable where it's like, okay, I'm not growing in any way. Okay, so yes, I've been ranting for a while. Hi, if you're new here, my name is age5. I do commentary, cooking, and vlogs on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that kind of content, you can go ahead and like the live, as well as to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in the content. And please put your post notifications on. Thank you. So if you're interested in the content, you can go ahead and do so. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sitting down and listening to me talk. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys sit down and listen to me talk for at least an hour, which is crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just having some coconut water. I don't know how that girl come up with that song. It's not a great song. She's like, coconut water. Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's some good coconut water, not gonna lie. There's nothing more refreshing than a cool cup of coconut water. Thank you so much for the new subscribers, much appreciated. Hold on, I'm wondering if the chat is working, because it's just frozen. It's frozen on my end, so I'm gonna check. I'm gonna actually go on my, alright, so I have two pages. I have a gaming and anime page as well. So I'm gonna go on that page and look at my stream and see how it looks. Stream and see how it looks. Oh, so okay, so nobody's talking. Nobody's talking in the chat. That's okay. Okay, so nobody's talking. I'm gonna say hi to myself. Hi. Hi, self. How are you? Yeah, so I'm just looking. Oh, there are a lot of people on YouTube Live, which is interesting. It's always interesting to see all the people who are actually on YouTube Live, because a lot of people are usually on TikTok. So, but whenever I see a lot of people on YouTube Live, it's usually like on a Mr. Beast Live or like a Speed Live. So it's very interesting to see other people on live, just like myself. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I just came on live just to idle a little bit, to be honest. I hope you guys have been liking the new videos. I dropped this one yesterday. I was trying chocolate from Holland for the first time. I hope you guys like that video. I want to buy the rest of them. My brother had me try. My brother gave me the dark chocolate one, but oh, sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to Ooh, I made a lot of clips. One second, guys. Give me a second, please. Sorry, Mo, I'm still here. Been listening, but fighting people at the same. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind if people lurk. That's fine. Everybody's busy. And I don't usually stream at this time, so it's kind of an unusual time to be streaming. For me, at least. Ah, boy. I was trying to make it before the time change. Okay. Okay. As a vampire, this is normal. Well, yeah, naturally. I swear Brawlhalla is annoying. You still play that game? Really? I haven't heard about that game in ages. I think the last time I saw it was when I went on the PlayStation a couple months ago. Hammy, hi, nice to have you back. What's up? I remember that name. So yes, I remember you. Yes. How are you doing? I haven't seen you here in a while. I've been kind of on and off with the streaming, but I'm pretty sure I haven't seen you in a while. Hammy. What's up? How are you? So why are you playing the game if you hate the game? Zora, why are you playing the game and you don't like the game? That's kind of very self-hating of you. Yeah. I'm sorry, if I don't like a game or I don't like a show, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to play it. It's a love-hate relationship? Fair then That sounds like me on Call of Duty. That sounds like me on Call of Duty, which is strange. I was getting pretty decent at it the few days that I was playing, and then I stopped playing. Because I was never good at first-person shooters, right? I was always a fighting game, adventure game kind of person. Uncharted kind of forced me. It's because of that game. Uncharted kind of forced me to use a gun. I wasn't a big fan of first-person shooters, right? You'll be streaming when I have work, girl. I'm sorry. Are you at work? No, currently. I'm off today, so I can stream till... I think I want to stream for 1 hour. I usually stream for an hour. I don't usually stream... Only if I'm doing like a subathon. I stream... I think when I did my subathon, I streamed for like 4 hours. I think that's a lot. No, that's not the longest I've streamed. I've streamed longer than that on Twitch, I think. But I'm sorry. I have a job too. I know, Hammy. I'm sorry. But I'm just off today. I start work at 3 tomorrow, but I have something to do in the morning. So I'm going to head out and do that in the morning. And then I'm going to head to work in the afternoon. I can't wait to get paid. Oh my gosh. Why is it not pay week? Because I did some extra spending this month. As you can see, I got floating shelves. Whoa, Todoroki, stay right there. I got floating shelves, and then I got a new mic because I lost my other mic. I wanted to love video games so much, but I hate losing too much, and my pressure can't take it. It depends on the game you're playing. Don't play Overcooked, because Overcooked will stress you out. But you have stress relieving games though. You don't have to play the high pressure ones like a Devil May Cry or Witcher. Witcher used to stress me out. I stopped playing the game. I'm sorry. Witcher used to stress me out, and I just stopped playing Witcher. I like the game graphics. I love The Witcher with the long white hair, but I just couldn't take it. It was stressing me out, and the man was a Yamed. It met Yasmin. I run him all over the place. The man was a Yamed. So guess what? I'm not playing Witcher again. Maybe I'll play Witcher again. Maybe. Maybe I'll play Witcher. Maybe. Love Uncharted. I played 1, 2, and 3. I still need to get 4. I want to finish the entire Uncharted series. That's my favorite adventure game of all time. Love Uncharted. Naruto Ninja Storm. I see people still playing that game, but not as much. Maybe because, well, there was a DLC for Connections, and there was a different Naruto game that came out, but not all the people play that Naruto game, to be honest. But do you guys like the new setup? Let me move. All right, let me get rid of the question. Do you guys like the new setup? These people want me to tell them some nice things about their parents. I don't know, that sound kind of questionable still. That's crazy. I started with Overwatch, and then the stress I felt was legendary. Yeah, I heard that Overwatch is kind of a stressful game for real. But yeah, let me know if you guys like the setup. I hope this doesn't fall again. It fell a few times. I hope my CD in there is good. I got the JB. All right, let me show you. This is my first K-pop album from GOT7. I got the JB version. I have not opened it. I bought this maybe 3 years ago, but I feel like I'm gonna be like an album collector. What I feel like I might be my next hobby, which I think might end up being an expensive hobby. I might have to do it after I move out. I think I want to be a vinyl collector. I love music so much. I feel like I want to collect vinyls, and I want to get a vinyl player. I don't know. I feel like Brawlhalla is toxic. Yeah, it is. But yeah, this is my first album. I want the BTS one. I want BTS, not Arirang. I don't want Arirang. I want my favorite BTS album, which is Wings. I love Wings because Wings was the first time we actually got solo songs from each of the members of BTS before they started like their solo careers. So, I saw that coming. Oh. Y'all suggest some video games. Alright, I love Naruto Ninja Storm 4. I like MK. I like Mortal Kombat. I like Genshin. The reason why I'm not playing Genshin anymore is because the file is very huge. It's a very huge file for the PlayStation. So I can't play that game right now. I can't afford to use up all of that space because Call of Duty is already heavy. Call of Duty is already a very heavy game. Oh, he said non-stress. I don't know how to help you this, I know. I don't know how to help you there, friend. Apex is stress too. I was just gonna say Apex. I was just gonna say Apex, but then I remember say Apex is a very stressful game as well. But guys, we're actually, I don't know how to help you, right? We're actually doing pretty well. January, February, March, April, May. So we're 5 months into the year. So I have 7 more months to go. Hopefully my watch time hours goes up more. But we're doing well so far. I think when the year started, I had maybe 30 something watch hours, and now I'm at 400 and something, which is crazy. So I need at least 4,000 watch hours. Hopefully, I make a video that does very well. I have a few ideas that I want to post. I hopefully they do well. But I might have to move, like, no, we don't talk about Tekken. Tekken is another whole stress. Not to mention Street Fighter. No. Tekken and Street Fighter, if you want to stress out, you play them 2 games there. No. If you want to be chronically stressed, play Street Fighter and play Tekken. You got fire. You got flame. Oh, my coconut water is done. My coconut water is done. Honestly, if you want to stress out, Tekken and Street Fighter. 100%. Or play Mortal Kombat and play against Reptile. Play against Reptile or Noob. If you want to stress out, play against Reptile, Noob, maybe Scorpion. And you're going to stress out. True. If you play Mortal Kombat, what's that true? If you play Mortal Kombat and you play against Noob, you play against Reptile, and you play against Scorpion, you're bound for stress out. I'm sorry. Bound for stress out. Oh yes man. Jason too. No sir. Me I go download back Candy Crush and call it a facts. Me love Candy Crush still now. I like Candy Crush still. You'd want to delete the game. I know. What level am I at in Candy Crush? I feel like before I stopped playing Candy Crush, I was at like 500 and something, I believe. But I stopped. We need some stress. You won. Why you want me stressed out with you? I don't want to be stressed with you. Why would I do that? Why do you want her to get a fighting game? That's like one of the most stressful things to do. I need the whole stadium to jump. Put your phone down and run. Because we are a team, no? Why do you want her to stress out? Like, it's very unnecessary. I don't know which game she's gonna want to get, but I feel like it's a very stressful thing to get Street Fighter or Tekken. Alright, so we're gonna bring up a poll actually. So the question is, do you want to do your job for the rest of your life? I'm not sure. For me, I would do maybe a no. I would say no. I feel like a lot of people want to retire early. I feel like that's a goal for a lot of people. A lot of people want to retire early. No, immediately. Crazy. It kept crashing my phone. Which game is that? League of Legends? Oh, yeah. But I hear that League is very stressful. A lot of people play League of Legends. Well, a lot of my old friends play League. I'm not sure if they play League right now. I feel like a lot of them still play League of Legends, but I never got into it. I wasn't a fan of like MMORPGs. Wasn't really a big fan. I think the only one that I played was like Summoner's War. And then that started to get toxic because people were like, oh, you have this monster. Why you don't fix this monster this way? And why you maining the Lich? Nobody plays with the Lich. I'm like, hello, it's my account. Can I boost the characters I want to boost, please? Can I play the game how I want to play the game? No, but not everybody's like ultra competitive. Like, I just want to play a game. Can I just play a game? Come on, can I just play a game? It wasn't stressful, but the players were insane. Yeah. Because people play that game on a competitive level, right? Yeah, I really liked Summoner's War. What is SMTI? I don't know that game. Can you tell me more about it, please? But yeah, we have 2 people voting so far. Do you want to keep your job for the rest of your life? I would add to it as well. I don't think I want to work as a chef forever. Maybe I'll start my own business. I feel like I've had a few business ideas in my head. I just need to execute. And that's my problem. I have a fear of failure. I'm not gonna lie. I have a fear of failure that holds me back some of the time. But I wasn't given a spirit of fear, but of courage and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. Right? God didn't give me that spirit. So I just need to do what I have to do. What do you actually want to do? I've always wanted to be a chef. That's the only thing that I was really good at. But then when the pandemic happened, I started questioning it. You already know I'm trying with trading. Yeah. I know you're trying with trading. I work in a corporate job. Please, I'm neurodivergent and hate it here. Yes, I've been in a corporate job before. Never again. I will stick with a chef job. I will stick with my chef job that I have over a corporate job. Corporate is so messy. People don't like to be accountable for what they do. I don't know. It's just like a messy place to be. I'm not a big fan of corporate spaces. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. So I have a lot of YouTube ideas. I just need to flesh them out because I wrote them down on my old phone before the screen stopped working. So I have the titles of the videos, but I haven't written the scripts for them yet. So I have some videos coming up for you guys, definitely. So hopefully, I'm able to flesh it out in a way that you guys would like. But actually, do you guys have any content ideas? Is there anything that you guys would like to see from me? This is your channel too. What kind of screen style is that? No, so this is a S21 Plus, and the lines started coming up on the screen like August last year. So I had to switch phones. The phone mashup. The phone mashup. It started with one green line. Now I have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 10. I have almost 10 lines. But I feel like replacing the screen would have cost me you know how Jamaica stay. Replacing the screen would cost you an entirely new phone. So I just bought a new phone. I don't know if I go to America, if I can trade this in. I'm not sure. But you know how Jamaica stay. Once your phone screen mash up, just buy a new phone. Because to fix it is like buying an entirely new phone. And I don't know why Jamaica operate like that. Say I want a S21 Plus screen, right? Say I want a screen. The screen is gonna cost me. Alright, so the screen is going to cost me like maybe $60, right? Maybe $32. So the screen itself would be like $30 to $60 for a Samsung S21 Plus screen, right? Translate that to Jamaican dollars, that's maybe like 12 grand, right? Let me calculate it exactly. So like say at the higher end, $60 times 156. 10 grand, 10, 11 grand. Hey, hi Tolly. Hi Tol. What's up? So yeah, say the screen is gonna be like 10 grand, right? So fix it, it might cost you an next 10 grand. Maybe 15, depending on the type of phone you have. Sometimes the phone shop people will charge you more money depending on the type of phone you have, which is wickedness, right? So it might cost me maybe like a $30-something thousand or $20-something thousand to fix my phone screen, when I could just put 10 grand more on that or 20 grand more on that and buy a new phone. Because it's not a guarantee that the screen is going to be the same, you know? So even if I get a new screen, it might just mash up back again with the green lines. I heard it's like a thing. I heard it's like a thing with the Samsung phones for them to get green lines after a while. So if I'm going to get a different phone, which I really, really like this phone. I really, really like this phone. Wow, that's crazy. Jay, she's busy. Alright, Jay, are you still here? Before I show you. So stress again, but at least I have a teammate, unlike some people. Oh, okay. Oh, I did try a new cologne on stream yesterday. And it was really good. It was really, really good. I spent like maybe, in Jamaican currency, it would be like maybe 2 grand. And it was nice. It's like a smaller bottle, but it smells really, really good. I feel like that's going to be my new scent when I go out on the streets. I need to tell you something funny. My dad and I go to a phone and super max gets it from max again. Yeah, time enough even have. So he bought you a new phone? So you got a new phone. Also, tell, do you like the new space? Do you like the new space? Okay, so I'm about to hop off of stream. I'm not going to stay longer than an hour because I didn't really plan to stream. And I kind of need to get my stuff in order because I have work tomorrow. But thank you so much for joining. I'm going to end my streams like how I end my videos. Come for the content, stay for the madness, and leave with the culture. Thank you so much. Dior, hold on. Dior is the plug if you like expensive scents without paying the price. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the one that I bought. So this is what I bought. It's very tiny. It's small, right? I got it for like $10 or $12. And it smells so good. It's really good. It's called Guess Seduction. Seductive Dream. Guess Seductive Dream. I think the seduction one is a different thing. How do you really like this one? But the phone is not good. And I have phone. Oh, this smells so good. It's like, it's not, I like fragrances that are not too strong. But like when it smells like a bed, you know? I'm screen what I'm going to speak. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I think I have because I think I have in my mom's house. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to hop off of stream though, okay? So I'll see you next time. Oh, this smells good. Cartoon, I forgot to put it in upside down. Oh, okay. So you like the new setup then? All right, no problem. All right, Joshua, I'm gonna go, okay? Have a good night. Bye. No, I'm not rich. No, I'm not rich. Didn't you just hear me say that I bought this fragrance for like $10? I don't have money to waste around here. I don't got money to waste around here, Joshua. Okay, bye. See, I drew my play button. I didn't buy one and I didn't get someone to make one. I drew it myself. Money don't grow on trees around here. Literally it does, but it doesn't grow on trees around here. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye, guys.